next gen of consoles is on its way. But what will we be playing at launch?
Well, we know because we've got a cracker list to show you guys the ones that we think will be there.
A cracker list. We've also got exclusive footage of Thanos in Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is not clickbait. This is Hack the Dino's Critical Path. Welcome everyone in the worldwide website. We are Hack the Dino and this is our Critical Path. My name is Ben Rosenthal.
My name is Daniel McGuinness.
Manum. And over in the control booth we have Mr. Braden.
Hello.
Dixon.
What? Don't say that.
Literally my name.
We have got a massive show ahead of you tonight, and I say that every week because that's what podcast hosts do. But tonight, we've got a massive show.
Yeah,
this could quite easily run over that usual hour that we go for.
Get into your groove of your seats of your couch because this is going to be a long show, and but full of crackers, bangers and crackers.
This is the 82nd time we've recorded the Critical Path. 82 times. If you like this, please consider giving us a like or a subscribe over on the YouTube. You can find us there at youtube.com/hackthedino.
Give us a thumbs up on YouTube as well. It helps us heaps, guys. The thumbs are back on YouTube.
Especially do that when the VOD goes live tomorrow. Also, if you're if you're on Twitch, you might want to subscribe, or what else do you do on Twitch?
Follow.
Give us
Follow.
Follow? You follow. I haven't done this in 2 weeks and I've forgotten all the lingo.
Give me the hard coins, the bitcoins,
The bits.
The bitcoins.
The bitcoin. If you got some bitcoins, send them over to Dan on twitch.tv/hackthedino. And lastly, if you don't like our vases and faces, but like the sound of our voice, you can head on over to SoundCloud, you can head on over to Spotify, you can head on over to Twitcher and Stitcher and Mitcher. All the podcast apps, you can hear us audio only for the listening comfort in your car or at work or when you're trying to ignore someone.
But let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Dan, what have you been playing?
What we've been playing.
I have been playing Gears 5.
Yeah.
So I dusted off. I got the old Xbox One out. I blew the dust off of it. This is actually true as well.
It's funny because Xbox does blow a lot.
Oh, bit rough. And I decided, because I'm a massive fan of the Gears franchise, as you know from watching people we saw in the Nostalgia episode where we went through all the Gears games. And so I was on to this one. This is the second half of kind of their new storyline, if you will, like season 2 of Gears or whatever.
Yep.
I would call it that. Now, what I did like about this game straight away, it had a previously on Gears, and it actually came out, and it said previously on Gears, like in
24,
Dexter and all stuff like that.
You went to Dexter. You could have gone Buffy or Angel or
Game
24,
of Thrones.
Yeah. But you went to Dexter anyway.
No, yeah, sorry, Dexter. I did like Dexter the first season.
First season's good. I guess the
Jimmy Smits.
plot twist, by the way.
Jimmy Smits.
Guess that. No, that was in the first season.
No, but
It was like the 4th.
And it doesn't matter. Anyway, it had a previously on Gears, which was great because I had 100% forgotten what had happened in this story. And I think that's actually a downfall for them because they've made it very feel episodic, but then they have like this such a gap in between the games that like the last game just stopped, basically. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, what's going to happen? So when you got into this new one, it's been too long in between for me to like flow straight into it again.
Yeah, like have they, I guess, done it in a way that... Was it a cliffhanger, Gears 4?
Kinda,
or was it resolved? Or?
It was a bit resolved, bit not, if you know what I mean. But yeah,
okay.
I just thought they waited a bit too long, kind of thing, for how they set up the story. Like, you know what I mean? Like the storytelling should have been a bit more rounded in the game.
Yep.
To feel like a little bit of completion. Anyhow.
Yep.
It started off with a long-winded tutorial.
Oh, good.
And it was for you stuff like, you know, you're playing Gears 5 and you had to learn how to crouch, how to duck, you know, behind things. You had to learn how to fire your gun. Like, it's the 5th game, man. I know what I'm doing. Like,
and you know,
it looked great. It looked beautiful. Like the what is it called? The tutorial. Like they had these module bits. Like you were in a training ground where they'll drop the module in front of you, like the whole terrain, and you had to do stuff. So it was cool, but it was still like, oh, come on.
Especially things like crouch and duck. They're things that you can use in other games. rather a lot.
Because, yeah, I know. Like, who doesn't know how to take cover these days? It does feel very Gearsy, though. Like, it does feel like a Gears game. It feels like the last couple of Gears games, which I think have actually lost the absolute feeling of the first two Gears games, but it feels like the last two. So if you like that, it does have some amazing graphics. If you look here, I just want to also just disclaimer. I'm playing this on the Xbox One, so I'm not playing on what's the other one?
Xbox One X.
One X. So I have the
Xbox, if you abbreviate.
So I am going to be complaining about some things, but I can justify why I'm complaining about them. So that's all the good stuff.
That's a trigger warning. Dan's going to be complaining about Gears. So if you're a butthurt fanboy, turn off now.
But as you saw earlier on in this, Braden, just want to click back to when it was in the dark with the light, with the robot that was following you.
This bit?
No, like, so you'll see it's all like lit, somewhere.
So for the podcast listeners, Braden's scrolling through footage. It's as enthralling as it sounds.
Before, it doesn't matter. And now click back to where you were before.
Alright.
The exact spot, Braden.
Exactly. So it has these beautiful lighting effects in the dark bits that would look super realistic. Like, and you can see like the little robot man.
Mm-hmm.
He puts his torch on, and so the torch is on another character, and so all your shadows are always moving at different times and stuff because it's not you with the torch on. It's really cool, and it looks so good. Then other times it really drops the ball with textures.
Yeah.
And I'm a massive texture junkie. And sometimes, so there'll be like some of the textures look worse than like Gears 1.
Just want to just refrain there. When Dan says he's a texture junkie,
Texture.
it doesn't mean he
Huffs them.
huffs
Or
textures. Although textures is a very Australian word, so
markers.
Markers.
But they have like I said, like Gears. If you go back and look at Gears 1, they use brown and black. They're the only two colours in it. This one is a lot more colourful. As you saw before, there was all these trees and lush greens and that. They've really learnt that. Probably because it's a new team. But yeah, some of the textures, man, I was appalled. Like, there was a bit where there's a ship, right? You got a big spaceship, and obviously in the air, it's really far away. You don't have to have really good textures on it. But there's a bit where that ship has crashed, and you walk past it, and it's like they haven't upgraded the textures, and it was just mud textures on the side of this ship, and I was like, come on, guys, come on. As I said, I was playing on Xbox One, but that's not an excuse.
No.
Yeah, like some of the texture qualities were like PS3 quality, if you know what I mean, or Xbox 360. That's the word I'm looking for. The other thing is, which is really, 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 really gets my goat, as they say, is they have really dropped the ball on the gore.
Oh, really?
Now, I'm a massive gore fan. Now, Brayden, I have a picture that I've pre-prepared to show the difference between the gore in Gears 2.
1 second, let me sort this out.
And Gears 2 and Gears and Gears 5.
Mm-hmm.
So Brayden's getting that ready. So you can see here, Gears 2. It had, when the dismemberment, you had like, bones, organs,
that is disgusting.
All stuff like that. And then the Gears 5, look what the insides of the characters look like.
It looks like a microwave dinner.
It's just red. It's just red. And there's not like a million, there's not like a million characters on screen that's going to take up so much processing power. There's only about, 6 or 7 things on screen at a time, which was what made Gears 1 really good, because you had these big hulking bad guys that bits blew off and that. And in this one, they just turn to like, just
gelatinous.
Yeah, it's just
cubes.
Like they don't have any organs. They're made of slime inside. And it's just, it really took me out of it.
Are these the same enemies? Or are they different enemies?
Yeah, that's the same
enemies?
Yep. And you can see the brain in that one. Oh, it's over there. The brains, like all the organs, the bones, and that. I know I'm a massive, I'm really about my gore. And yeah, like Gears was really good for that kind of stuff. And it just looks like Sunday ham.
All right, what else?
Yeah, so I can go. So the bodies, the blood, and the bullet holes all disappear super quick.
Oh, really?
To the point where you can just fire a couple of shots into the wall and then watch the bullet holes disappear.
I used to do that in Doom and Wolfenstein 3D.
You go back to Gears 2, I researched this, you can fire bullet holes into sandbags, they stay there, and sand pours out of it in Gears 2. The bodies, are comical of how fast they go. Like, part of the thing is you want to see the gore and the dismemberment. You want to see the bodies piled up that you've left there. And at the end of the round, there's nothing. Because even the blood disappears. And it doesn't do that in the other Gears games. And I'm like, oh my god. So that was a massive no for me for this one. The soundtrack really, the sound effects lack weight. Like once again, you do a comparison. The hitting sound in Gears when you like melee sounds like in Gears 2 is like in this one it's like and all the guns they sound a lot tinnier. The bass is taken out. It is really not. I don't feel like these the big hunking tough men that we're supposed to be. And it's amazing how much a sound design can change a whole game. And I really noticed it straight away. Your guns just don't sound as chunky and big and muscle man, which is what I want to feel like when I play a Gears game.
Clearly.
It's a huge install, 58 gig.
Whoa!
Jeez.
And that's running off the disc?
Yeah. So I bought the disc, yep. So
it's running off the disc and 58 gig.
And you ready for the last clincher? It's about 8 hours long.
What?
8 to 12.
The campaign?
Yep.
8 to 12 hours. And this is a full price game.
Yep.
I mean, not that there's anything wrong with the game that short, but...
No, I do like a good hitter, but like this, I mean, Gears are synonymous with being quite short. But we're getting to the stage now where the consoles are so good, they can be longer.
Yeah.
Like, it probably was a constraint that made them because they were really, really good graphics. But, so anyhow, adding it all up, getting it all out, Gears, that's cool, that thing. Gears 5 is okay, but wait for it to be free on like Plus or whatever it's called on. What's it called?
Game Pass.
Game Pass. Wait for it to be free on that.
Yeah.
I had no idea the Gears games were so short.
Yeah, they're pretty short. I usually look them up, have you?
Yeah, I was going to say, I looked them up on howlongtobeat.com.
Oh,
and
good.
Literally, yeah, it only takes like 10.5 hours.
For all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are like 8.5, 9.
But anyhow, still fun. Great game. Fun. It does have some good, what are they called? Twists, which we won't get into.
No, spoilers.
But they've gone too deep on the story. They've tried to make it, like, so intricate when deep down, all you want to do is just fight bad guys. You don't need, like, these... I mean, they did put those bits in, like, Dom finding his wife in that old one, which was really quite sad, but it's still, that's a simple story, and it worked. Like, this is, like, the most intricate stuff that's happening in this now, like, mind control and, like, this and that, and people aren't what they seem, and look at that guy carrying a barrel, what an idiot. What are they putting it there for? Anyhow, that's it. It's an okay game. Wait for it to be cheap, and it's a good weekend game for you. I will not be streaming it. I'm going to stream Outer Worlds this weekend.
Yeah.
That is sick.
Okay, I've been playing, surprise, Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 1. We all saw the big black hole that everything got sucked into, and then...
We all saw that, did we?
Everyone went absolutely spare because there was a black hole and they went completely dark for 2 days, which was amazing. What we can see on the screen here was the intro video. So they played the intro video when the season booted up again. And the last shot is the main character of Jonesy getting up and jumping off the bus. And then it went straight into a game, your very first game.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really, really cool.
That's cool.
And as it's well known, I've never won a game in Fortnite and was never going to. In my first game, I was just wandering around because all the map is blanked out and you don't know where is what and what is where.
Is it a new map?
It's a completely new map, 100%.
So is it have you just moved an island, like to another island?
No, it all got sucked into the black hole and then got spewed out as a brand new map.
Universe.
Kind of, we don't know. That law is still ongoing. But you go. I was going around just exploring, picking stuff up, and then all of a sudden, because the new way to gain experience now, whenever you gain experience, this big symbol flashes up on the screen. You just
yeah, I saw that.
So you're sitting there trying to creep around quietly, and all of a sudden you hear and it freaked me out for the first couple of times. But I was playing my first game. All of a sudden, I was in the top 10. Oh no, this would be funny if my first game is like a win on the new map. And then top 5. Oh, okay. So I had a sniper rifle. And I just went, I'll just camp on this hill and have a look. And I saw these guys fighting, and one went down, and then it was top 2. And then this guy was behind a barrier that he put up. And I was like, all right, well, I'll try and sniper him off, fired a couple. And then he just decided to start running towards me. So I was like, all right, dead. Won my first game. I was so happy. Then I found out your very first game is 90% bots. So out of 100, there's maybe 10 people who are real in that game.
I downloaded it as well, and it was kind of obvious because I was in a house.
Yep.
And I heard something in the house. You can hear someone in the house. I looked around, and there's a person in the same room as me, just hitting the wall with with the thing. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Yep.
And there were 3 of them doing it.
Yep.
On the same wall.
Well,
And I'm
I
like,
realised...
that's not very good.
I realised they were bots when I was just going through a section and I ended up getting 11 kills. I went, wow, I'm on fire! And I went, oh, hang on. And then one of the tasks for the weekly challenges is crouch down behind someone for 10 seconds. I went, I know how to do this. So I just went up to a bot and just followed him crouching, did it like that.
Nice.
But there's a lot of new things we can see on the screen here. The upgrade station, so you can use materials that you've harvested to upgrade your guns. So you can go to a legendary. They've completely cut back the amount of weapons that are available in the game.
Oh, have they?
Yep. So it's gone back to like really OG weapons.
So there's like shotguns, machine guns.
Yep. They've added things like swimming, which is awesome. They've added things like fishing, and you get you fish out guns and equipment in order to help you keep going.
I feel like if you're sitting there fishing in Fortnite, you're gonna die.
Well, you think that, but that's what sort of adds to it. Like YouTubers have already done a fishing only challenge where they can only use weapons that they've fished out.
Oh, yeah.
I will say that with all the bots, I've become a lot more risky in how I play. To me, when I play now, because I'm in super baby mode, everyone's a bot, so I just charge them.
Can you choose Super Baby?
No, so you can't choose super baby mode. What it does is takes how many wins that you've got and puts you into people who have a similar win ratio.
Yeah.
So I've only won 3 or 4 matches now, so I'm still in that super
Chicken
baby
dinner.
mode. Sorry,
Is that called chicken dinners in this?
no, it's called Victory Royale.
What's chicken
That's
dinner?
PUBG.
PUBG. I remember PUBG.
I still can't build.
Thanks, Games Radar.
Thank you, Games Radar, for all your stuff. Your illegal use of your image. I still can't build. It's something I really need to learn in order to, get back up there. But I'm back playing solos. It's fun. It feels like a legitimate sequel. I'm really enjoying it. And if you haven't played it in a while, you should probably jump back in and just have a good old fun time.
It looked really crisp when I had to go of it.
It looks great. Apparently, there's 2 Australian artists working on Fortnite, all the skins now as well.
All right.
So I read that the other day.
Is the only way to get skins is to pay money?
No, you can pay. Well,
Or
some you get for free.
experience?
Actually, I don't know if you get them for free in this chapter. But definitely if you have the season pass,
Nice.
which is like $9 or something, you can earn skins. Or you can buy them from the store and they're purely cosmetic. And that's what people do. They just buy heaps and heaps and heaps of them. But this is on top of the outstanding lore that they've created for this thing. It's just fun, whimsical, a fun time.
I always get asked to stream Fortnite.
We should do a final form. We should do a
That's
final
a great
form.
idea, and I've got it now as well.
Yep, we should do a final form and see who can get the first.
For those who don't know what Final Form is, it's our new couch co-op.
Couch co-op party mode type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, 4 of us all play games together.
but it's 4 of us, so it's really, really hard to... Yeah, who's the 4th one? Ooh, guess we'll find out soon. Let's go into news. Right, hitting us off? Hitting us
right out of the park.
Hitting us right here in the square nose face place is the cutting news for you there sitting at home or car or both. Maybe you're in your driveway. I don't know. I don't judge. It's fine. Last of Us 2 has been delayed until May 29th, 2020. According to the official blog over on PlayStation, it needs more time to polish. I don't buy that for a second. For me... Well, they've only just announced that it was supposed to be when? March?
It was literally within the past month that they announced the February release date.
To me, they've had some sit-downs with Sony, and Sony's gone, we've got plans for that. Not only
as
do
in
they
that
have,
date.
as in that time. Like, Ghost of Tsushima, while we're all speculating that it's a 5th-gen game. 5th-gen? No, it's 8th-gen. What gen is it? Next-gen console for PlayStation 5. While... That's the speculation. That hasn't been officially announced. So it could be that February, March is going to be Ghost of Tsushima, and it just hasn't been announced
If
yet.
they shadow drop that, I'm going to be so excited.
They won't shadow drop it, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they suddenly go, hey, cool. If they announce in, like, December, like, oh, hey, it's coming in February.
yeah,
It's like, oh.
yeah, and that's, like them to do that.
Yeah.
So I
The chat
really,
is suspicious as well.
yeah, I really think it was a Sony coming in and just going, no. Because they also want to sell more PlayStation 4s before the PS5 comes out. They've got a lot of units they have to move so they don't trash them. So you can bundle it up. You get closer towards that middle of the year, people aren't going to buy PlayStation 4s anymore. Speaking of PlayStation 5, The PS5 dev kit has been shown, allegedly. You loved this, didn't you, Dan?
What would it look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid. Is it real?
For all intents and purposes, there has been a couple shown, and they all look very, very similar.
Let's bring up a picture.
It is possibly the dev kit. Now, dev kits can look like however they want. They usually look like PCs.
This
I
thing must
assume
be
this-
huge. If that's a disk drive on the front there, see there? What is
Yep.
that, for a mini disc? Why are there so many USB ports?
It's a dev kit.
It's actually a laser disc, and it's 8 feet wide.
Ah,
Yeah.
they bring back laser disc technology.
It's actually, yeah, there's a man can stand next to that. It's the size of a car.
So the rumors are it's shaped like a V because it's the 5th generation. Like the 5 kind of looks like the S in the PlayStation logo, so they might be going with V as opposed to S. Whatever. I don't care. However, they have some leaks have come out with
I do like leaks.
a possible date of December 1st, 2020. And I think the PlayStation 1 was released on that same date way back when.
And a
And
leak of the price.
it's possible that the price could be $560, so it's about 810.
812. You've got.
Yeah, well, about 810 Australian dollars. So that's a lot of money.
Is it? The PlayStation
For me,
1,
yeah.
PlayStation 1 was 1K when it came out, and I bought it. PS1, 1K.
How much was the PS4 when it came out?
Can't remember. 1K?
Braden, do you remember it all?
PS4.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
that was 500, wasn't it? 600?
I want to say, yeah, around 600 at Australian.
Because I got mine. I didn't get it at launch. I got it with Battlefield.
Yeah.
Battlefront.
I got mine launch, and I'm pretty sure it was around 600 Australian.
Yeah, so mine was 500 with
yeah,
Star
around
Wars.
there.
So I don't know. I reckon $810. And I mean, let's face it, launch titles aren't really plentiful, which we'll get into later. What launch titles?
Ashraf in the chat has said that he reckons Xbox is holding back so they can bring out a sexier dev one than that. That's
Well,
good.
I was going to say, price-wise for this one, compared to the old one, is going to be immense because this one's got an SSD.
Yes.
It's insane.
Yep. And also Blu-ray 4K.
Yep.
Like, that stuff's not cheap. We'll see. Dan will get one at launch. We won't. We'll just play Dan's.
True. It's 100% true. I'm going to get sent one for free from Sony.
From Mr. PlayStation.
Man, we're going to blow up in the next year.
From Palsonic.
That's right. Shuhei, hook us up. New Batman game may have also been leaked.
Yeah.
Batman Arkham Legacy. And we'll have the full Bat family playable.
Are you a fan of Batman games? Is it?
I've never played
am.
any of the Arkham games.
I am.
I played the first one, I really enjoyed it, and then I never played any of the other ones because the last battle of the first game left me so sour. It was so bad.
That's very fair.
That Venom Joker, it was just a big Bane as Joker, and I'm like, well, that's not very cool.
Yeah, they really saved it with the second one. Second one was incredible. The prequel that they did by WB Montreal instead of Rocksteady I liked it, but a lot of reviewers were just like, we just want more Rocksteady.
Yeah.
And then Arkham Knight was pretty good, except the Batmobile was shocking.
Oh, that was the level where you had to go through the streets and it was awful to drive?
Legitimately, Batman Arkham Knight, I never finished it.
Yeah, right.
There was a boss battle with set in the Batmobile. I couldn't do it.
Oh dear. This chat's screaming at me because I haven't played any of the Batman games. I'm a Nintendo boy. Give me my Mario. Now watch the rage coming. Speaking of Nintendo, Demon Slayer X8 or times 8. I don't know how you say
I was
it.
going to disclaim this. I couldn't get the video that you linked in this video.
Oh, really?
I found another one.
Okay.
I just hope it's real.
Okay, sweet. Anyway, he has done what Nintendo won't or Nintendo don't. They've added Thanos to Super Smash Bros. As a Ganondorf skin. Let's see what Dan's got for us here. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I think that's basically the same. It's not as good.
I got it from the same guy's
Oh, okay.
site.
So it's his.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty cool. Wouldn't surprise me if this actually happens though.
Yeah,
They've had Thanos in Fortnite. They've got 5 more people to fill the void. Oh, we've still got the first one of the DLC. No, sorry, the last one of the first DLC to go.
The Avengers that's how the Avengers should have beat him. Just kick him off the edge of a platform.
No, he was too busy doing that to Gamora. Ooh.
That's a Soulstone spice. Splice?
Sploits. Speaking of making games and hacking them and whatever, you ever sent GIFs in Facebook chat at all?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. Well, the company that made that, Giphy, has launched Giphy Arcade, which you can go to arcade.giphy.com, where you can use basic gaming templates to create your own game with their GIFs. I made a Hack the Dino one. I don't know if any of you guys played it, but it was...
did you?
Yeah, it was the Triceratops dodging all the subscribe buttons to try and get to the studio.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, I had no idea what that was. It was so hard. It was
Thanks,
impossible.
guys. Yeah, well, I made it. Anyway, you can make your own arcade game, so head on over to Giphy.arcade or whatever it is, and make a game, send it to us over in our Facebook chat, and we'll play them and review them, see how good you are.
Nice.
That's rad.
Now, something that we started following, but we haven't sort of followed up with it in quite a few episodes,
This
is
is
a game...
important. This should have been the title of the whole show.
I didn't want to, get people's hopes up, but this is probably the game of the year when it launches.
It's going to be Game of the Year 2016, 17, 18, and 19.
For the foreseeable future. I mean, it's going to...
It's going to go back in the past.
I reckon it'd be a service game as well. I think it's just going to keep on updating. It's going to knock Fortnite.
Massively multiplayer online.
Yep.
It's going to be like GTA 5.
Yep. They're all going to get knocked off from this game when it comes out. I am, of course, talking about that soon-to-be classic game, Fight Crab. Here it is. You're a crab, you have things, and you fight other crabs. What an amazing game.
How good all their weapon skills are with their claws. Like, look at
Yep.
He's got Thor's hammer.
He's got Mjolnir. Oh, this game, and they've just got it running on Switch. It's been announced for Switch. It's running on Switch. Apparently, it's out now on PC.
Yeah, it's on, what's it called? Steam.
Steam.
Look at this. I love how much stuff you trash in this game, and all the settings that your crabs are fighting.
That crab's
in.
gone Super Saiyan.
Look at this,
Oh man, they're battling in a giant city. Oh, this game. So Fight Crab coming to Switch. Sure to be Game of the Year, guaranteed.
Look at it.
Oh man,
I
he's
can
got
watch this for
rockets.
hours.
He's got a rocket.
Is that a lobster?
Yeah.
Oh, look, he's all chained. Look at it all getting tangled.
Oh man.
Oh look, 4 melee.
Man, we could watch this for ages. We should probably move on.
No.
Move on to something that's not quite as pleasurable to look at.
No.
Oh, I gotta.
Brad, you a bit of a wrestling fan?
I was.
You
back in
were?
the day.
Yep, I still am. I'm involved in a wrestling company locally and do like the old the WrestleMania.
I don't get it.
The latest WWE video game launched this week.
Because
WWE.
usually they're quite big, these launches usually.
They are 2K20,
Oh, dear.
and you can see here
There's glitches.
there's been some glitches.
What's he doing?
This is a PG game.
Are you sure?
It
I've actually
is.
got a couple of videos here, Braden. So once this one
I was
ends,
gonna
there's
say
another
there
one.
are a couple.
And wait for it.
Oh my god.
So this is everywhere. Did you get the one where Becky Lynch's face is missing?
No.
And she enters the ring and it's just floating eyeballs and a mouth?
I didn't see that one.
Wait,
I would have if I. We got another one.
I found that somewhere else as well.
I've got another one, Braden.
Basically, everything is broken. Despite all that, before this game even... before this game even launched, the character models were
Blanc.
substantially worse than 2K19, the previous year's game that came out. They didn't look anything like their people. I know a couple of wrestlers who are in the WWE now.
Oh, wait, no, this might be it.
This is through the ropes.
Oh, yeah.
So there's Asuka running the ropes. Doink, goes through the ropes.
Jesus.
Oh man, it's like watching a weird what?
So this one here, the referee is not counting a pin, which you need to do in order to finish and win the match. So this is an awful game, but I kind of want to get it. And I want
Don't
to...
spend that much money on
Oh, I'm
it.
not going to.
It'll be $14 soon.
And hopefully it won't be patched. But wow, it is just like the WWE product now. Horrible thing.
Oof.
Speaking of Trainworks or Train Wrecks, Bethesda has announced
Oh man, this is
Fallout First.
like.
You want to take it from here, Dan?
So they're basically Fallout 76, the game which I'm gonna admit now it's failed. Like no one,
It's been a year.
It's been a year. They've now announced that now you have to you can get you pay a yearly fee to get a couple more things.
Yeah, so you get it's $12.99 US a month or $100 a year. in US.
So you get a private server,
Yep.
unlimited storage,
Yep.
skins and emotes.
Yep.
For money?
Yep.
That should be stuff you have for free.
Well, what's worse is this is the type of stuff that people have been asking for in order to make it feel like a regular Fallout game. But then,
Someone in the chat's written war. War never changes. It's true.
so they've listened to feedback from people over the past year. Said, "Oh, we're going to get better. We're going to improve this game." They've listened to all your feedback and got what you wanted and what you've requested, and then put it behind a paywall to try and recoup some of the money that they've lost through throwing out.
I can't believe they're making this game's free now, isn't it?
No. Well, I think at PAX Australia, your friend Jen was saying that they were literally giving away copies of it.
Jesus. That's
So
rough.
they got pulled from the shelves at EB or GameStop over here in Australia. They've just been pulled. You can get it secondhand for I think $12. I was talking to a friend of the show, Floppy, about it the other day.
You're right.
So for me, nothing says good business than trying to squeeze extra money out of your most loyal of fans.
It's because as well people are hating on this so much. Now making them pay for it is just, it's rubbing salt in the wounds. It's going to make people so angry.
If you are still playing Fallout 76 a year after it launched,
People are, but yeah.
which they are, you're a die-hard fan. That should be rewarded. You should be rewarded with these things for sticking with the company and, giving them the feedback. And they just want to charge you a monthly subscription to pay for something that... I had it brought into my attention today that, Minecraft pays for private servers. Yeah, Minecraft's a good game.
Yeah. Thanks, EA.
Yeah.
I mean Bethesda.
Ashraf in the chat said Bethesda wanted to do this at launch, but they just wanted to wait till everything was fixed. It took them a year.
Oh, speaking of fixed, you know what's really good to fix? Fix your winter doldrums, fix your depression, and fix your lack of games.
A new section.
Deals!
If you didn't get what he just said, deals.
Deals.
This is a new section of the show
Deals.
where we talk about deals, game deals that are out this
Not
week.
small pickles,
Not deal pickles. Or we can call them deal pickles if they're a small deal.
but deals that you might want to download digitally for money.
So first up, we're going to look at PlayStation. So this
Ooh,
week,
what do we
over
got?
on the PlayStation, we have Witcher 3 for $13.45.
Or for $70, you can buy a lesser version on the Switch.
Slow blink. You can see he's fighting a man bird, a lion bird here. So that's the first deal. We
Have you
haven't quite
played-
worked out how this section's going to go,
No, we're
but
just
we're
going
going
on
to
the
do it
fly.
every week.
Have any of you guys played The Witcher at all?
No.
I played... Wait, is this Witcher 3?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, I played this one, yeah.
So I have before Cyberpunk 2077 comes out next year, I'm gonna play through all 3 Witcher games.
Yeah, you're
On
not.
the Switch?
No.
You realise Witcher 3 is about 100 hours with all the DLC and everything.
I got it for free as an app on my Mac.
Nice. How well does it run on that?
Fun. My Mac's sick. Also, let's keep going, because otherwise we're going to be here for all the nights. Also on PlayStation this week, you can get Doom 1, 2, and 3 for $4.55 each.
And that's
I'm
the
not
original
sure,
Doom 1,
This
2,
might
and
be a
3.
deal pickle for me, because I'm not sure if this is a good deal.
$5. You wouldn't buy the first, second, and third Doom for $5 each?
I reckon like they should have just humped them together, especially Doom 1 and 2. Like those games are like they fit on a bloody thumb stand.
No, that's true. That's true.
They could have it could have been Doom 3 that comes with Doom 1 and 2. But
Yeah.
and yeah, for $15, yeah, maybe. So
Alright.
okay, so that's
What's Xbox
PlayStation.
got for us?
Xbox has Assassin's Creed the Enzo collection for
Ezio.
Enzo.
Ezio.
For
That's a Z.
$13.99. So the
You're looking at it sideways.
yeah, I am. Who's that? Noel Fielding? So this collection has Assassin's Creed 2,
Yep.
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed Revelation. You go back to that?
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Revelations for $14.95. For $13.99, this is a great deal. If you just want to play some Assassin's Creed games, 3 games for $14. What is that?
If you don't pay attention to the graphics, these were great fun games.
Yeah.
I played through all of them. I
Dude,
platinum
people
Assassin's Creed
are
2.
paying $5 for NES games at the moment, aren't they?
No, they're getting it online.
How much are they?
The Switch Online's $30 a year.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's all we got for Xbox, because none of us know much about Xbox.
Switch!
Next up, we have Switch. So Switch has a whole bunch of them. I'm just going to go through... I'll go through them slowly so Braden can keep up. First, we have some Neo Geo games for $4.55 each.
Yep. These are down from $10.50 or something as well.
So we have King of the Fighters 94.
Yep.
So if you want to get into the old, I was going to say the old Neo Geos. These are all Neo Geos. So I used to play Neo Geos at the fish shop.
Arcade, yep.
The fish shop.
Yep.
I always liked World Heroes. That was my one that I liked.
Why is it like Goku?
World Heroes is on there as well.
Yeah. Aero Fighters 2.
Yes. This game, I bought this one. I actually bought this one. This is such a fun game. It's just a shmup. It's so good.
Yeah, it's a really good game, actually.
Ridiculous power-ups, and you can do multiplayer. And you can also select, for each of these games, you can play the original Japanese arcade version or the English arcade version. There's slight differences in both of them.
And last for Neo... Oh, no, we've got a couple more for Neo Geo. Metal Slug.
Which is a great game as well.
Yeah, I'm not giving Brad enough time, am I?
That's all right. He can handle it.
Metal Slug, the classic game of little like sideways scroller, 2 players at the same time. Basically impossible.
Yep.
You can't play it. You can't win this game like in the arcade. It's so hard.
It was a coin chomper.
And then also, on the Neo Geo is Night Trap. Now Night Trap.
That's not on the Neo Geo. That's on the Switch store.
Switch store, sorry.
Night Trap
We're doing Switch, yeah. Is Night Trap. So if you don't remember Night Trap was a very controversial game in my time. It originally came out on the Sega CD.
Yep.
It was an all full motion video. It's basically like Five Nights at Freddy's. Yep. You're sitting in a room, you're going between video cameras and stuff like that. So it's all full motion video. It did get a bit dodgy. There was some controversy about underage nudity or something in it.
Yeah, one of the actresses was underage and she's seen in her lingerie. She filled out the form incorrectly when they hired her.
Ooh,
but this game is also responsible, along with Mortal Kombat 2, for the rating system on video games now. So it was Mortal Kombat 2 and this game which were responsible for that.
The good thing of this game is there's a dude that wears sunglasses the whole way through it. Like we saw him before.
It's literally nighttime.
Yeah, it's literally nighttime and he's always got sunnies on. So that one's $5.39. Are these the Australian prices?
Yes.
Coincidentally, this got rated the 12th worst video game of all time by Electronic Games Monthly.
Wow.
Remember that bag? I used to read that. I used to love that.
I do.
So yeah, run out and get it.
They had a physical release of this when that came out earlier this year, and that physical Switch edition goes for big money now.
Oh yeah.
Like so $200.
That's still a bit of a deal pickle to me. But so the deal pickles, if you don't know what they are, they're just not that good at deals in my opinion.
Yeah, deals and deals pickles, and that's been deals.
So that's been the deals section. I might make a new background for it if people like it. Tell us in the comments if you like it, and we'll keep that the deals section. So that's for the deals that are up for this week.
Let's do it, Braden.
I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
We have got so much Kojima Watch this week. It's absolutely ridiculous. It was almost like his first game that he's produced and written and directed and coded and did everything
It's
for.
almost like he watches Kojima Watch and realizes he has to create content for us.
So, first up, Kojima-san won an award in Germany. He won the Cologne Creative Award, which goes to a person that contributes in a visionary and creative way to shaping the future of audiovisual storytelling.
I thought it was a Cologne Award that he smelt good.
Cologne.
I bet he smells good.
Yeah, he
Actually,
was...
no, I reckon he smells like otters.
I reckon he smells like a colon. It's my understanding that Kojima had to fight 15 other hopefuls in a death match, which of course he won without taking a hit.
Is that him on the left, the right there?
The right there, he's gearing up for the death match to win that award.
Look at him, he's a scary guy.
He's a hell of a guy, hell of a fighter, hell of a man. Hell of a specimen. In sad news, and I'm actually being serious here, the entire plot to Death Stranding has been leaked online.
We will not do any spoilers and we will not talk about it.
No, all I'm going to say is, what the hell, Internet? This is our boy. This is our golden god. And you went ahead and destroyed the one thing he had going for him. And you took it upon yourselves to get your greasy little Cheeto hands, stick them into the screen, and pull out something that we've been looking forward to for ages. So you just take a good hard look at yourself, Sonny, because you're not going to treat Kojima like that. Not on my watch.
Yeah, don't do that, guys.
And Conan's also in Death Stranding.
Conan.
So there he is.
Conan O'Brien. Is that his name?
Yeah. So he gives you an otter hat, and you can swim like an otter.
Yeah. What's going on?
I don't know. So Braden sent this in the chat to us a couple of days ago.
I didn't know to believe I wasn't sure if it was.
I thought it was a hoax because I saw Conan and Kojima sitting down playing the game.
Yeah.
And I thought, it's just a skit, just a thing. But This swimming's ridiculous.
If
And he
he-
makes otter noises as well.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
What's he doing
Yes.
there? Like getting a clam out of something?
I don't know.
Is he smashing his own baby?
I don't know. It looks like a glitch almost.
Yeah, it looks. I'm pretty sure that's just footage of the wrestling game, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was from WWE 2K20.
Oh, so
Still debating about Death Stranding. We are.
we are.
Hey, we will be till the cows come home.
Yeah, look, review copies have gone out. We, of course, didn't get one because we're no one. But people like Greg Miller and Giant Bomber are playing it at the moment. The embargo's up soon, so we're going to find out very, very shortly. Let's do it here and now because this is probably one of the last shows before it launches.
Yep. What do we got?
Hit or miss, Braden?
I'm gonna say it's a slight hit.
Slight hit.
I reckon it's a dill pickle.
You reckon it's a miss?
I reckon it's an okay.
I reckon it's a miss.
I reckon it's gonna be. Do you know what? I seriously reckon it's gonna be a great game if you take out like 30% of it. I reckon there's gonna be long-winded things that don't need to be in it.
Yep.
In between.
We just saw Norman Reedus with an otter hat
Yeah.
on going like this.
In between unbelievable gameplay and unbelievable ideas, they're gonna be watered down between a man that really needed to be reeled in.
Oh yeah, look, as I've said before, this game's going to sell huge because people are just going to want to support him and they're going to want to, see what he's got to offer. It's his second game, which will be the real trial. So hopefully, this is just him getting everything out that he needs to, and then we'll get a Solid Snake
He's
esque
purging his
game.
brain.
It is.
And then he'll start fresh.
Either way, we love you, Kojima.
You don't want to
son.
start off with your best thing, because then you can never live it up again.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
Can never where do I go from here? I've just made the best thing in the world.
Mm.
So yeah.
Dan, anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank the Patreons.
Which
Brayden,
list?
can you throw me my list?
Oh, I told you to pick it up before.
Oh, no, this isn't going to work. It worked. I've lost my page.
So these are the Patreons, the people who support us over at patreon.com/hackthedino at the $10 shout-out level, where you get
And
a post-show, you get Dino More, and you get other stuff.
So thank you very much to Ashraf, who's in the chat.
Yo, Ashraf!
Floppy, Henry G, Todd R, Tom P, Mike Towns, Karen, Ash. Thank you very much, guys. You are our top tier Patreons. Let's call them that.
Yeah, we really, really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. We love you with all our being.
Although our little...
What was that?
That's me.
Okay, Tots.
Get rid of that.
Pokemon!
I just understood what tots meant.
Really? It took you that long?
I was sitting there in the opening going, tots, and then topic of the
Season.
show. Oh! Yeah, I actually was. Anyhow, topic of the show is 10 launch
10 launches.
10 launch titles for PS5 and Scarlet that we think we are getting, or we wish we are getting.
Yeah. Oh no, this is our
Now-
hot picks as to what we think's going to be on each of the systems for launch.
Future classics. Is it confirmed that it's called the Scarlet?
No, it's just its project name.
So we don't know what it's going to be
No,
called.
it's called Project Scarlet at the moment.
Okay, cool. So it's a bit away, the Scarlet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why it was so hard to do the Scarlet one.
Sorry, I've just been distracted. There's a wrestler in our chat.
Is he glitching?
Okay, so we're going to go with Xbox Scarlet first. These are our picks for what we're going to see day one launch day for the Xbox Scarlet. Dan, what do you got first?
First up, this game hasn't already come out already, because I don't do Xbox math, I think we will get Sea of Thieves 2.
Really?
Now, I know this game, it copped so much flack, but
Yeah.
this game is cool. Like, the concept, the funness, once you get into it now and you play with friends, this is an awesome, fun game. Like,
They have given it a lot of updates.
Yeah.
They have really
yeah.
cared about
And unfortunately, it suffered from pre-traumatic stress syndrome. Is that a thing?
Sure.
I just made that up.
Yep.
It was brought out too quickly. It had to beat its dates and stuff like that. This game is fun. I've watched live streams of this game, and I'm like, this is cool. This is the pirate game that everyone wants. Look at this, they're fighting the Kraken here. Look at the seas, looting treasures, finding maps, finding other people's treasures. Like, you hide your treasures, and then other people can find.
Whereas at launch, it was like, oh, there's a cave. Go find us some skulls in it.
Yeah.
Grab that chicken and bring
And
it back.
I think this is an Xbox exclusive, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I just think like this is one that I think they're going to push this. Like it's still got a really good online presence. There's no reason why they won't bring out another one.
Well,
but
I mean-
it might not be launched, but I just hope it will be.
It's a games for service as well, so there's no reason why they can't have an updated one on the Scarlet as opposed to...
A bejiggered.
Yeah. All right, so I'm picking one that's all been confirmed, but I like the safe bet. Halo Infinite, I think, will be the launch title.
Oh my god! Of course, will it though?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can see here the trailer for the opening, underwhelming opening, I'd say.
Yeah,
for,
I watched this trailer. I'm like, this doesn't look like Halo.
No. No.
This isn't the Halo. Why aren't we shooting little blue men that have purple blood? And go,
See, in this trailer as well, when he goes up to the pod and opens it up and Master Chief's in there, I thought there was going to be a heel turn. I thought he was going to just shoot him in the face. And you go, what? What's Master Chief doing? You just killed that guy with the family.
I thought he was going to be Master Chief. Have we seen what Master Chief looks like yet?
No, and we never will, hopefully. Like, we've seen... What have we seen? We've seen the back of his head? Or his eyes?
What does the back of his head look like?
I don't know. We've seen something.
What kind of haircut does he have?
If
If
all right. I'll announce it here. I'm Master Chief. All right. This is what he looks like without the visor.
I like in my next one, my notes, I've just got ha written next to it.
Yeah. What are we getting at launch on the Scarlet? Dan?
We're clearly getting Skate 4.
Clearly makes sense.
I've got some Skate 3 footage here. This game, man. Who knows what's happening with this game? I think it's been called...
Did he just go through a person?
Oh yeah, this is... I don't know what I've got here. This is like online where you have to beat out trick someone. Or trick copy. You can't copy the trick. There has been so much controversy around Skate. I think they've renamed it to Session.
Right.
Session?
Yeah, Session.
Is that the Skate people? I haven't actually looked into it
I
yet.
think that's a different company.
Company. So yeah, has this white grip tape. It's horrible. As a skateboarder, I'd hate that. Yeah. This is like a kick in the teeth for me. I want this game, and I just want them to stop kicking me in the teeth with it. Next up.
All right. Next up, I think we're gonna get a brand new Forza game because that's all Xbox got.
Amazing.
Like, really, what have they brought out this gen?
Look at this. It looks like you're just driving to Sejuna.
So you got
What have they brought out this gen?
so Sea of Thieves,
Yeah.
Forza.
Yep.
Sessions
there-
is not Skate.
Was there really
Skate
nothing
Bird.
else that was a big Xbox exclusive?
No, that's it. That's all they have from memory.
Skatebird still hasn't come out yet.
What's Skatebird? Yes, it has. I've seen it on the Switch.
Oh, has it?
Oh, that might be oi oi oi. I might be
Doesn't matter.
I might be mistaken.
had
Yeah, so
Crackdown
Forza,
3.
car game. I love car games.
Really?
Nah. It's just, look at this game. This is a standard driving game. It's like...
They always go on about the fidelity and how awesome these games look. Granted, we're not looking at it at a 4K TV or anything, and I'm not even sure this is Forza Horizon, but it just looks like Cruising USA. Yeah, I said it. Come at me.
Yeah, done. Next.
Yep,
So you
shoot.
you're in your safe bets.
Yeah.
I'm going all the ham ones.
Well, I'm sick of losing E3 each year. I've got to win something.
I think we will get Sunset Overdrive 2. My most beloved game on Xbox One. This game is so good, eh? Have you played this?
No.
Have you played it, Braden?
I haven't, but I've got some news for you.
What do you mean?
Have
I not looked-
Sunset Overdrive was in fact developed by a lovely little company called Insomniac.
Oh, dear.
Insomniac, who
dear.
you might know from Spider-Man PS4, and
Oh,
just
dear.
recently got bought by
Sony.
PlayStation.
Oh, so Dan, you were saying?
I might stream this. I didn't know that. But yeah, this game is this is like the open world. This is how all open world games should be. It's flowy, it's quick,
It's super silly.
it's silly. Like if you just jump on a car, it explodes. And
Sweet.
it's a bounce pad. Like all stuff like that. The gun, the gauze, the premise is that an energy drink has come out that turns people into like energy drink zombies, the monsters. And all your guns are so ridiculous. Like they end up like shooting out teddy bears at fireworks come out. Like the guns are getting stupider and stupider and amping it up and up and up. And like it just gets so fun and
Just
amazing.
on the energy drink that turns people into zombies, I once wanted to do a miniseries or TV show where
Sure.
where it's sort of like your typical zombie film where like people when they're bitten they turn into zombies, but instead of turning into zombies you turn into a CGI creature, and people are always worried they're getting turned into CGI. and like one of the characters gets bitten and he's slowly turning to CGI, and you have to run
Oh.
away from all the CGI. It was a good gag. Shut the hell up.
And like bad CGI as well.
Yeah.
Sausage
Yeah.
fingers and stuff.
Yep.
Look at that guy.
Anyway, let's move on to PlayStation. PlayStation 5. What are we getting at launch for PlayStation 5? We're getting, and I'm gonna put Dan's money on this. We are getting Horizon Zero Dawn 2 or Horizon 1 Dawn.
Or Horizon the Zeroing.
No.
What about ReZero?
Anyway, the devs are currently in Sweden doing some motion capture, so I reckon it's looking pretty sweet. Pretty
Horizon
sweet.
Zero Midday.
Oh, Dan, your turn.
Stephen just said he joined up to our Patreon.
Did he? Sweet. I'll have to.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
New
I mean,
Patreon.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I read your last name first.
Anyway,
Thank you very much. Let's keep going. My one is here's another ha 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 one. Bully 2. I want Bully.
why is this a ha ha ha?
Yeah, you don't reckon? I suppose there were a lot of clues saying it's going to come out. Bully is made by Rockstar back in the PS2.
Yep.
2 days. And it's basically an open world game where you play a kid in a what is it called? Like an elite college, boarding house school. And you're not the bully, or you might be, I don't know. I think it's badly named. I think it wasn't called Bully in another
No, it was called something else.
Canaan Cadet, whatever the school's called.
Yeah, it's the Latin.
Yeah.
Kana Mex Machina or something.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep,
yeah,
yep.
and you see, it's basically just school life. It's such a fun game. Like, you get skateboards to travel around, slingshot. In the school days, you actually have to go to school, and they're mini games to go to school. And on weekends, you get the weekends off, and you get to go and do more missions. Where you can go further out and stuff on the weekend days. It's just a great game. I can't believe Rockstar hasn't done any more with it. Like, they did bring out a Rockstar table tennis. I suppose that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But like instead of wasting their time doing Bully too. But Bully, I just reckon they could just and don't even make it a bigger game. Just make it a small area with the most killer graphics.
Yep.
Like the school.
This is PlayStation 5 though, so we're jumping up.
Yeah, but can you imagine if you didn't even make a giant thing? Like, you could just make it look so good.
Here's what you do: you make it in the Xavier Institute, and you're a mutant bully.
A mully?
You're a mully, and your mully powers are to.
Please stop, man.
Okay. I think we're going to see the Harry Potter game that was leaked last year, but we've had zero info about it. I don't know if you remember this at all.
I do remember
But
that.
we're going to bring it up on the screen right now. This was when they had a showing or something, and someone walked in and just didn't sign the NDA. So then he just took photos and walked out.
It's amazing.
And he got away with it. They didn't come after him or anything.
Yeah, because he didn't do it.
He didn't sign any NDA, so he can do what he wants. So this game looks pretty cool. Looks like a big open world type thing. Visually, it's a little blurry because it's
Shot on
cam
a
footage.
phone.
But it looks pretty cool. The motion capture looks pretty sweet, and considering it's still in development, it looks like it's almost ready to go. And since we haven't heard anything about it, I think it could be a launch title.
I was going to say, because this was sort of within the WB wheelhouse.
Yep.
So this is in the same people who have the rights to the Batman games.
Correct.
We just haven't heard anything from them in so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, people are craving it.
Who's that guy?
Oh,
I suppose
no.
you can make your own. Yeah, Harry Potter, it makes sense to make that universe. Like, you got your castle in the middle, castle, school, build out from there. There's all the locations. Like, even if it's just an open world, what the hell is that? Like, questy kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like, people,
florbs.
why don't we have that? Oh, there are Harry Potter games on the PS2 and stuff like that, and they're rubbish. They're like kiddie games. They're like those, those Disney tie-in gamey vibes.
Oh, this looks really cool. I really hope it is out very soon.
Make it sick.
Yeah, make it sick. You heard it here first,
Make it
developers.
sick.
Make it sick. That's what you're missing out on. Dan, what's your last one?
My last one is Infamous 3. This is my serious one.
God, I wish.
Like, this... so Infamous 1 was great.
Who made Infamous?
So,
That was Sucker Punch.
It was Sucker Punch?
Yep.
Hey.
Of Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so-
they're not doing anything important.
so yeah.
Well, no, so, hey, once they're done with that,
Yeah, because, PlayStation 5 launches at the end of next year. I'm sure they
bust
can...
out a game, and
So-
especially
Whoa.
8K.
So the first one of this came out in that whole trend of the superhero open world game where you could be bad or good kind of thing.
Yep.
Prototype. Do you remember Prototype?
No.
Prototype came out. Infamous came out to rival it. Infamous had the better graphics. Now, I did like Prototype a lot more because it was so violent. But anyhow.
I was gonna say, Prototype was a lot more gory
Yeah.
and gross and silly.
Yeah.
Whereas Infamous was very
But-
much down on itself. It was quite depressing almost.
Yeah, but Infamous 2 was great. It was such a good game. Like, you can see here, he's chosen to do light powers, and you can do red powers, which is like the more of you being a jerk.
Oh, is that like KOTOR, where you can choose light side or dark side of the
Yeah.
Force?
Yeah, exactly the same. What happened is I played it the first time through on being a baddie,
Right.
like getting my red power, and I didn't like it because my main character was such a jerk, such an idiot in the cutscenes that I hated the whole game. And then I went back and replayed it on getting the good powers, and he was such a nice guy that it changed my whole gaming experience. And it's time, like that. There's so much effort put into these games. The physics is wicked, like they're pushing cars into people. You know, you feel really powerful and really good. And it's just time they make a third one. Like, there's no reason why not.
They did do a third one. So it wasn't.
Damn, firing on all cylinders
Oh, no,
tonight.
there was that downloadable content where you played the girl.
No, so that was DLC for it's not number 3. It was the launch title for PS4. It was Infamous Second Son. That was the one where you played as the character played by Troy Baker. He had a red beanie, and he had smoke powers.
Okay, which one have I put on? This is Infamous 1.
No, it's
This is
3.
Infamous 2. Then there was Infamous Second Son. Then there was Infamous First Light, which
Okay.
is the DLC for first.
Yeah, I got confused. I just want a new Infamous game. That's what I mean. I don't
Yeah.
know which numbers they're up to.
More Infamous.
More Infamous. Yeah. This isn't the game I thought it was. This isn't the one that I was talking about.
All right, my last pick.
Man, I'm good.
What
at
we're
this.
getting at launch, here it is. Drum roll. Brrr. GTA 6. That's
Wow.
right, it's been 6 years since GTA 5. Sure, it's the highest and best-selling game of all
And
time.
it looks so good, eh? This is the PC, obviously.
Red Dead 2 is done. We could be getting a return to Vice City. I think it's going to happen. I
wouldn't
think it's
mind
going to
Vice
happen.
City. Vice City was the last one I played that I enjoyed.
Yeah. So that's what we're getting for launch titles.
We hope.
Definite, confirmed.
Hit the wrong button.
Cool. Questions? Okay, we are running long, so chat, if you do have a question, feel free to fire it out. We may or may not answer, depending on how long we ramble for. But coming up first from our Discord, which you can join if you head over to Discord and find a way to do it. Emperor Apollyon asked, what are the games that are popular that you wanted to enjoy, but didn't?
I reworded that.
Thanks. For me, it's games like Destiny. It's games like Yakuza. First-person shooters in general, like COD.
You're not
No.
a first-person shooter, man.
No. The only first-person shooters I've really enjoyed were Wolfenstein 3D.
Perfect Dark.
No. GoldenEye though. I
yeah.
did enjoy GoldenEye.
Yep.
And I did enjoy Dark Forces. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, Dark Forces. Oh, there. Anyway, what was mine? So the games that I thought were going to be great and weren't was Red Dead Redemption 2. I bought that and I played it for probably an hour and a half and realized this is not
Boring?
Yeah, this is boring. And coincidentally, Grand Theft Auto 5. I just said to myself, it's not that they're bad games, it's just that maybe I don't like complete freedom in my games. I want to be reined in. I don't want to. I feel like nothing I do is important if I can do anything.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
get-
No rules. Yeah.
I-
You don't have boundaries, so therefore
Yeah, okay.
there's too much choice.
Yeah, I don't play games to do whatever I want. I play games to escape reality.
Yep.
Although
And a good reality needs to have rules that you need to follow.
anyhow, but that's not saying that like, other people don't like it. No, actually it is. Yeah, rage me.
Yeah. Bring it on.
Bring it on. I think those games. Well, I bought them both. I paid the money for them. So Rockstar got my money, but they just nothing with GTA. Nothing ever beat Vice City for me.
Yep.
And I've never liked I don't even know why I bought it. I didn't like the first one.
Okay, Ricardo Martinez asked, what's a failed project you'd love to revisit with more resources? So, about 10 or so years ago, we, a group of friends at uni and I were with the current weatherman for Sunrise called San Mac, and we had a little TV show on Community TV where he hosted different things and we
Really?
did sketches. Yeah. And we did sketch comedy.
Do we have footage of it?
Here it is.
Oh, look at Ben
It's
with
young
hair.
Ben with hair.
And who's the other guy?
That's my friend Nick, and this is a ninja.
Oh, look out, Ninja.
Nick, look out. He's shooting a knife out of his fist right here.
Oh, that wall. What is
Anyway, it's a 10-minute episodic sketch comedy thing.
Oh, it's comedy.
Shut up, man. Look, jeez, look how young I am.
Oh, yes.
Is this Watchmen?
Kind of.
Oh, yes. This is the best thing I've ever seen.
So I would really like to get
It's
back.
not even coming out and we're in the 90s.
So we're big fans of like Darth Marenghi's Dark Place and that sort of thing. So lots of those types of jokes.
Oh, man.
Lots of callbacks. Lots of first 5 seasons of The Simpsons. You know, when it was actually really good. He's saying Struth Makodja there. And,
I saw that.
yeah, I'd just like to get back into this
What's
again.
this called so we can look it up?
This is called Lumswick and Stodgewater. So I think if you go to youtube.com/SNFC, that's my old car. You can see this in all its glory. There's 6 episodes as well as heaps of other.
This is pretty good, eh? What'd you film it on?
Just a handy cam.
Nice.
And this is where he's having a backflash to his sensei when he trained.
With a
And
gun?
Yeah, and he said, remember, if you put your mind to it, you can jump over a car or something like that. And then he jumps over a car.
Amazing.
Is it all the ninjas flicking off of him?
Yep.
No.
Anyway, this is really boring for everyone else
No,
who's
it's
not
not.
me.
It's the best because you've got hair. It's like an Elseworld.
Hey, I could grow hair anytime I want,
Okay,
alright? I could do it. It's just that, you know, it looks like it's evaporating.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's about to crash into that wall. See?
What is that from?
Bond film.
Nice.
Anyway, I'd like to go back and make short 10, 15-minute episodes for the internet.
Amazing. Mine's not as funny as that.
I want to do that, Braden. You keen?
So,
Sure.
a little while back, when I say a little while back, it might be 10 years ago now.
Yeah, well, that was 10 years ago for me.
There is an Adelaide comic book artist called Owen Heitman, and we did a collab together where he had to write a Oh, you're showing it too quickly, Braden. He
Erase that from your memory, everyone.
I wrote him a comic for him to draw, and he wrote me a comic for me to draw. And so he did mine, and it's all done and printed and gone, and I never did his.
And that went on to sell millions.
But I did start it just recently. And you can see here I have a couple of panels of it. It's very Scott Pilgrim-y, except in a world, obviously, where... so the original storyline was just a very, set in reality thing. And I decided to jigger it up by just making everything have, didn't make any sense, but still keeping the same storyline of just, basically, it's like a love story, and then there's racism involved and stuff like that. But
Just like Scott Pilgrim.
But I changed the racism into racism against this different kind of monster and stuff like that. But anyhow, you can see the young kid there, the glasses, that's the older kid in the band.
Is that a Scott Pilgrim logo in the background?
Where?
Oh, Smashing Pumpkins.
Smashing
Sorry.
Pumpkins. It's all set in the 90s. And I really wanted to do this. And I think it looks great. I reckon it'll be really, really, really awesome.
We've got
and yeah, that's one of my regrets.
one quick question from the chat. What was a video game that barely got any hype but turned out to be a great game? From Dylan Stevens, our new Patreon. So we should answer that one.
What was a video game that barely got any hype but turned out to be a great game? Fracture.
Fracture.
Remember that one I was talking about? You guys remember that?
No.
I was gonna say, I remember you talking about that.
Fracture on the Xbox 360. The terrain one where you shoot the ground and your guns you don't shoot people. You shoot the ground and you can make the ground go down or undulate and fly people into the air. Yeah, I don't have any footage for that because it was off the cuff. But yeah, Ben, you got one?
Yeah, a little game came out a couple of years ago. It was called Breath of the Wild. Not many people have heard of it. You should all give it a go because that game... It's got the goods. Lastly, Duncan Irmer asks, what's the worst video game imaginable? I wrote these 2 words because they were the two most boring things I could think of. And then I found it's actually a thing. Mahjong Solitaire. We've got some footage here of Mahjong Solitaire. You can see the type of great game it is. Clicking tiles.
He's thinking.
They match.
They match.
I don't even know the rules.
It's like... You have to match them, but they're only allowed to be on the edge or something. My mum used to play it, so you can,
Mahjong Solitaire
is the worst game ever. Well, I'll one up that.
No, will you?
The worst game I can ever think of is the game I looked at, the Bible game.
Yeah, see,
it's a quiz game on PS2
Testament trivia
with a cover and actual they bought this out. Who was Adam's son work for? What?
Who of Adam's sons worked the soil?
Was it Kane?
Kane. It was Kane, not Abel.
Oh, he's a great wrestler.
So they've made this game. It's
and
like
governor.
It's like Mario Party,
mayor.
but it's all. So it's not just trivia. There's all like little like games that you do. That are, like there's a bit where you have to run down the parted sea.
Oh Jesus!
You know, like and
It
run
looks
and
like
you race, and the people in it are like the most glass of water generic malt.
No, can we play Who's the Republican?
Ooh.
Is that a real game? No. And yeah,
Play it
that
every
to me is the worst video game imaginable.
Oh, okay.
Are there
Here
any
we go.
more?
Oh,
ones in the
Ashraf
chat?
asked, what about the Snake ripoff you got for free on Switch? Yeah, that game's trash.
Is there one on track? Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Grab the Bottle. It's absolute the worst piece of crap I've ever played.
Do you remember the Sega Master System with the built-in game at the first one? It also had Snail on it.
Maybe.
It was like hidden in it. It was like an actual hidden game in the console.
No, I can't remember.
Like the Sega.
Anyway, speaking of awesome games that we all love playing, it's time for Dan versus the World.
Versus the world.
Yeah, I did it that time. No,
And we still don't have a screen. There's Braden's big smiling face still in that green shirt, but that's okay.
That's fine. It's great.
So,
Great.
Dan versus the World. I have 3 songs from video game history or future. I will play the first 5 seconds of one song. Dan and Braden then have 5 questions each to take in turns to try and guess where that song came from. Dan is representing Dan. Braden is representing the world. They fight it out, duke it out, throw the fisticuffs, because at the end of the year during our live show, we will crown the world champion of Dan versus the World with the Truth Cup of Infinite Awesome.
I'll go get it.
Go get it, Dan.
So it looks like you can see here on our scrolling things down the road. What are we even?
We're even. We're even, Steven.
Get even.
Dan 34, World / Braden / the Millennials.
All right.
34.
We ready, guys?
Oh, you can't even see it.
Okay, here we go. Song number 1. Dan, question number 1.
What console is it on?
This one originally came out on PC.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Braden's too good at this. I hate him.
Braden's really good at this game.
Okay, is this a fantasy game?
It's a fantasy for some. It's not like a goblin or troll type thing, but there are
High
fantastical elements to it. But based in reality,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Nah, that threw me.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Dan, question number 2.
So that didn't help, Braden. Thanks. What? So it's fantasy is the genre? Is that what we're saying?
No, it's not.
Not.
It's an action.
What genre is it then?
It's an action. It's an action game.
Action, as in.
It's a shoot 'em up. First person shooter. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what you should have
very
said.
different.
As a genre.
That's very different.
Is that
to
a
what I
genre?
was-
Yeah, it's first person.
Yeah, first person shooter is a genre.
So first person.
And also a
I don't-
reminder in the chat: don't yell out your guesses.
Yeah.
I can't
don't.
see it anyway, but Braden can.
So you're just
I've
gonna-
taken my glasses off, so I'm like,
Braden, question number 2.
What bad guys are you shooting up in this first person shooter?
Nazis.
Ooh.
Yeah, the best kind of bad guys to shoot up
Hell yeah.
because Nazis suck ass. Question number 3.
I've got a question, but it'll give it away. Do you know what decade it came out in?
Yeah, it came out in the 90s.
That's it.
Doesn't help.
Braden.
Me. Doesn't help me.
Question number 3.
Does it have a number after the title?
It does.
Cool.
Dan, question number 4.
Damn it. I'm just gonna guess.
You've still got. You sure?
No. No.
All right. Well,
give
it's
me
your
a clue.
choice. You want a clue?
Yep.
Uh.
Yeah, great.
Amazing clue.
All right. You want a clue? In this game, you fight Robot Hitler.
This is exactly what I thought it was then.
Braden.
Okay.
Question number 4.
I don't know exactly which one it is. Damn it. Do you get the BFG in this one?
You do not.
No.
No. Dan, question number 5. Or take a guess.
Is it Wolfenstein 2: Return to Castle Wolfenstein?
No.
What is it?
Wolfenstein 3D.
Oh, it was 3D. Oh no.
So, Braden, that one's yours. Dan, wrong.
That's what. Is that what you mean by the number?
Yeah.
Oh man, at least you used my button. I still got my graphics to come up.
So, Braden will update that now. The world is on 35. Dan is on 34 as we go into song number 2.
Oh, I even got that ready.
Dan, question number 1.
I'm trying to think of which questions I haven't asked. What company bought that? You know? If you don't know, I'll tell something else.
Nah, something else.
What is the main protagonist? Whatever.
He's a shooty man.
Shooty man.
Shooty Man McGavin.
Shooty man.
That's his full name.
What console is this one on?
It originally came to arcade,
Ooh.
but has since been ported to various consoles.
So OG arcade.
OG arcade.
Shooty Man arcade.
So question number 2, Dan.
Decade.
Again, 90s. Braden.
This arcade have a pedal?
Oh, what? Sorry.
Have a foot pedal?
No.
Oh, okay.
Dan, question number 3.
When you say shooty,
Mhm.
do you mean like a gun game?
Nope.
Oh, that's not my question.
No, that's all right. You were clarifying. I'll let you have that.
Why am I holding my hand up?
I don't know.
I want some more coffee.
Okay.
What is the? Do you know what the antagonist? Who the antagonist is, or what is the antagonist?
Generic army guys.
Army man.
Yeah. Braden, question number 3.
Is it Metal Slug?
It is Metal Slug.
Get
Well
re-
done.
Get re-
Because my question then was going to be, have we talked about it on the show?
Yeah.
And then I was like, that might ruin it,
Yeah.
and Dan might get it.
Yeah.
So
Well, good.
I would-
Braden's so good at this game.
I wasn't even anywhere near it. Correct.
So good. Wow. All right, so the world is on 36, and Dan is on 34.
Oh, this is rubbish.
Here we go, Dan.
Let's make a toast to the time waiting for tomorrow when we're played out by the band, drowning out our sorrows. What?
Stop it.
what?
Question number 1.
Oh,
What an amazing track. Whatever that was. I don't know what.
What a ball.
Let's make a toast is the first line. What what? Yeah, I just want to know what genre of game is that?
It's a new genre.
It's
What?
It's a new genre.
It's a new genre.
As in, it's a whack game, like a wacky dacky game.
Who knows?
Braden,
question number 1.
Okay.
Give me a jerk.
So
answer.
was it released in the past couple years?
No.
Could have just asked what decade, man, and got it accurate.
Dan, question number 2.
What was that? What we got? What did I say?
We know it's a new genre and it's not new.
Don't work together.
What console?
PlayStation.
PS1,
Nope.
2.
No, you've already had your question.
No, you have
Well,
to say
no,
what.
he did say
Oh, PS4. Fine.
PS4.
Jesus. Braden, question number 2.
Okay.
Genre defining.
Okay.
PlayStation
What do you play as in this?
You're a delivery man.
What? Really?
Hmm.
Is it a car game?
Is it what?
Like cars?
Cars?
Like
No.
car deliveries?
No. No. Braden, question number 3.
Have we talked about it on the show?
We have.
Today?
Yep.
Where's my playlist? I can't read. I've got my glasses on.
Dan, question number 4.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Cheeky.
I got nothing. I'm just we didn't read that question.
Ask
out.
for a clue.
What's a clue?
A clue is that at the start of this, I did say that they are for video game history or future. Braden, question number 4.
Is it Death Stranding?
It's Death Stranding!
I knew that.
Oh,
Rubbish.
man.
I got B. I got what?
You got absolutely whomped.
Oh.
I can see what the chat is saying now. What are they saying? What are
Realizing what you were doing
Oh,
when I said
man.
the past couple of years, it's like, well,
No, because
No,
it's
it's
not
not
out yet.
out. It's
Just
not
the
out.
sly look that you gave me off to the side. I went, yeah,
once
you
I
know.
figured it out, yeah.
Yeah, you know
I
what
think
I'm
you
about.
made me ask a question because you knew he knew. You going up on me.
So at the end of that, Braden gets a clean sweep and the world leads 37-34. And that's Dan versus the world for this episode. Braden, take us out. We still need an outro for that. It throws me every time. We've been Hack the Dino, and this is our critical path. Thank you very much for making it to this end of the show. Don't snog the trophy, Dan. I've told you about that. We know where it's been. Up a tree.
I never watched it either. Who knows who's touched that? It could have been like, I don't know, I could be like...
Anyway, you can catch us on YouTube over at youtube.com/hackthedino, where when this VOD goes up tomorrow, we would really appreciate it for you to leave a comment, leave a thumbs
Yeah, I
up.
like that one tomorrow.
Please, it helps us grow. We're inching very, very close to 500 subs. We'd really like to get there before the end of the year, so only you and your friends can make it happen. You can also catch us over on twitch.tv/hackthedino for all of Dan's streaming. Dan, what are you streaming this week?
I'm going to stream the Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds.
The new Obsidian. They're the people who made Fallout New Vegas. Yep. Their new Fallout. It's kind of weird that they can just make a game so blatantly like Fallout without Fallout going.
Make it one that everyone enjoys and really appreciates.
It's so good.
We are also over on audio-only formats on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, all the podcast apps. You can download us there. Again, leave a review. Help us grow. We'd really appreciate it. Is there music playing underneath at the moment? Because usually I've got music going.
There's some music playing.
So I don't have our music outro?
You can if you want.
You sure?
It doesn't matter now. We're over.
We're over? But I think it's time for just more of this.
If you play it loud.
That's as loud as it goes.
What is that? Is that the lady?
Make a toast to the time
What part is this in it?
waiting for tomorrow when
This is my
we're
churches.
played out by the fire, drowning out our sorrows. What
You guys just tell me when.
become
Keep it going.
of us now?
Now.